Hi plant friends! Just before getting to my planter box chores, let's take a moment to enjoy the lake. If I'm not on the balcony relaxing in the hammock, I'm down by the lake, enjoying the sound of the water and the fresh air. It's such a relaxing scenery. Wasn't that relaxing? That's my little escape. Now let's get into my planting chores. The peppers haven't been doing that well, so I'm going to take these guys out. The ground cherries are still struggling, but I'm going to hang on to those for a little bit. Good news, my lavenders are doing fantastic, and the lemon thyme is doing so good. The kale is doing wonderful. It's time for a harvest. Now to replace the peppers, I'm going to plant some more lavender. These English lavenders are so beautiful. Look at these white flowers. I'm going to put this one right behind the ground cherries. I also picked up this butterfly bush, and I'm hoping this is going to attract a lot of pollinators to my planter box. These straggly pepper plants, I'm so surprised that these did not take off as much as I thought they would. I'm surprised that this plant doesn't smell very lavender. It smells more like licorice to me. Very pleasant, but unusual that it doesn't have that classic lavender smell. Wow, she's really established in this pot. Now that's a good sign that this plant might survive winter. I'm going to keep this planter box on the balcony over the winter, and we'll see what survives in the spring. This is the spot for the butterfly bush. It's looking good. This planter box is nice and full. These butterfly bushes can get huge, so it's an adventure to see what happens with this planter box over the next growing seasons. Looking good. Time to harvest the kale, and some of the tomatoes are ready, so let's harvest some of those too and make a little salad. The kale is looking so nice and lush. These leaves are absolutely perfect. These tiny Tim tomato plants have been so impressive. I'm surprised at the amount of tomatoes they've produced over the season. I'm gonna have to plant these again next year. Let's add some lemon thyme to the salad and a bit of lavender too. The veggies are nicely washed. The tomatoes are cut in half. For the kale, I'm removing the woody stem and ripping the kale into small pieces. The lemon thyme and lavender is going to add a nice flavor to the salad. This bloom is going to make for a nice garnish, plus it's yummy. One of the things that I like to do is remove the woody parts of the lemon thyme and the lavender by just running my fingers over the stem to remove the leaves. I'm drizzling a bit of balsamic vinaigrette and Dijon mustard over the salad and mixing it to thoroughly coat the leaves. This is looking so nice and yummy. Final step is to drizzle a bit of balsamic glaze. Let's eat. I'm gonna wash this down with a bit of cranberry juice. Look at all this goodness on the fork. The sauces have nicely coated the tomatoes and the kale leaves. A nice bite with the lavender bloom, so flavorful. Plus, I've got to dip a bit of that tomato in a balsamic glaze. Thanks for watching, plant friends. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment.